All of that for nothing. Oh, I should have died before allowing the exalt to be captured. I failed as a knight. So what now, Oaf?
Hold on.
Don't look at me, I'm not in charge. I picked a fine time to regain the full throne.
I'm so sorry.
Crom, I'm so sorry. My plan just wasn't enough. You did your best, Robin. You have my thanks. It's my own failures that haunt me now.
Gods!
Gods, I was just so powerless. It's not your fault either, Crom.
Gods.
She did it for me, Robin. So that I wouldn't have to live with the guilt of either choice. She chose for me. She sacrificed herself rather than give up what could one day save her people. Crom.
Hey.
Listen to me. Look at me.
All right.
I was powerless once too, remember? And yes, alone. I don't think either one of us is half the person your sister will ever be. But together, maybe we can become something more. If you fall, I'll be there to pull you back up. When you fight for your sister's ideals, I'll be by your side. You don't have to become your sister, you know. You can still be true to yourself. You just have to give the people hope in whatever way you can.
Still.
And what if I can't? What if I'm not worthy of her ideals? Robin, what if I drag you down with me?
Yeah.
If you aren't worthy, you'll keep at it until you are. And if we both fall down, well, that's what friends are for, aren't they?
Hang in there.
That's right. I wouldn't be here for you now. I'm sorry, now I messed up your line. That's right, I wouldn't be here if not for you now.
Just don't fail.
You gave me your trust, and now you have mine. For the time being.
Don't falter.
We weren't worthy. I would have left long ago.
What a pair we
It
made.
took great courage and charisma to unite all of us. I knew I possessed such talents, but clearly you do as well. Thank you, everyone. Your words mean more than you can know. My shepherds, my warriors, there's work to be done. Gangrel must be stopped so that peace can once again reign in Ulysses. Will you help me? You can count me in. I'm tired of crying all the time. It's time to start punching stuff.
You can do it.
Here, here, darling. Our people have suffered long enough.
Need a hand?
Gladly would I fight and die for House Ulysses.
Got you covered.
Gladly would I fight and kill those dastards for House Ulysses.
May the gods bless us.
Our hearts echoes yours, sire.
Stand tall.
I will be the unbreakable shield by your side.
Don't forget me.
I'm with you too. You know, just in case anyone, hello?
Thank me later.
Teach is here and class is in session.
Gregor is
How much you pay Gregor? Gregor make joke. Why you look at Gregor like that?
Allow me.
Your sister earned my respect. The last I go shall champion her. You have grown strong, my lord. I may have set a poor example as a knight, but I swear to you, I shall die before any more exalted blood has spilt.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Truly. Your honor with me is your
I will not falter again.
I can't say that word, I'm sorry, Crom. I will not falter again. We shall answer this outrage. The Mad King must be stopped. Right, it's time for old Gangrel to get a dose of his own vulnerary. The whole Feroxy army is yours to send crashing against him.
Oh, great.
Ah, you young folk, your passion runs so hot. If I had any gray hairs, you would have sing them right off. In other words, count me in. I'd like to go too, if I may. The Exalt did me a kindness once.
Really?
She did. Yes, sire. It would honor me to have a part in giving her justice. Although all I can do is dance. And I'm not too skilled at that, if we're being honest. She's too modest. Olivia's a Feroxy treasure. You want me to fight a dancer in all the realms. Her moves inspire soldiers to work twice as hard. You do well to bring her along, Commander.
What?
Commander? What happened to the boy?
All right.
You've earned your way from that name, I think. Where were we? Oh, yes, I was just about to start cracking skulls. Flavia will I can't talk. Flavia will lead me and the other Feroxy on a head-on assault. That should buy you enough time to take down Gangrel. Hear that, boy? You get the fun part.
Still.
I thought you were gonna call me...
Right.
You and Robin have my every confidence. You're a born leader, and he has a knack for guiding troops to victory. You both have some growing up to do yet, but I can already see you'll grow tall. Thanks, Cecilia. Alright, enough talk. It's time to raise some hell!
Yes.
Right. Let's get to it then. Gangrel may try to hit us while we're still licking our wounds.
Right.
Let him try. This time I'm ready to throw the Mad King, once and for all. I may have butchered some lines, but I really like the scene as well. This entire part of the game is just freaking fantastic, and honestly, I love it so much. That being said, hey everybody, Demon Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Awakening. Things are getting serious because 2 chapters ago, Emblem met her untimely demise in order to protect the world. And unfortunately, we were powerless and had to retreat. However, now, with resolve anew, our team together once again, and things back in order, it is time to take the fight to Gangrel once and for all in the Border Wastes. However, before we do that, there is quite a bit of stuff we have to talk about and do, because of the fact I decided not to do any supports or barracks or anything before going into the last chapter, because I didn't want to interrupt the story. There is a metric butt ton of supports to do. Look at this. Nearly everybody in our team has something. So we're going to be doing supports for a while. We also have the barracks, of course. We also have some inventory to be managing, and also, not to mention, we have ourselves some shops that opened up. And also, on top of that, we also have a paralogue that opened up in between chapter 9 and 10. However, I didn't want to do it because obviously the story was going kind of crazy, and I didn't want to interrupt that because, you know, it's the story. And one of the most beautiful moments in Fire Emblem Awakening, if you ask me, personally. So, with all of that out of the way, there is plenty for us to do, but I have been debating if I want to do the paralogue first or go ahead and continue on with the story. And at first, I was kind of thinking, let's keep on going with the story because, you know, things are going crazy right now. We gotta keep it going on the good pace. But after thinking about it for a little bit, waiting to do this paralogue would be kind of awkward because it'd come a little bit later. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're kind of hitting a point of the story where I'll call it the end of part 1 of the game. So it'd be a little weird to leave it for part 2 is kind of what I'm feeling. So I'm thinking today we will go ahead and take on this paralogue before we move on to the next chapter. But trust me, this next chapter, like the next main story chapter, is going to be big. So it'll make sense when we get to it why I'm leaving it to its own thing. That being said, before we do anything of that sort, it is time for us to do the usual and visit the barracks and support. And as per always, we'll be talking about stuff over here. And whenever the main chapter starts, I'll put a timestamp on screen. So if you want to fast forward to that, you can go right ahead. Because we're going to be doing this stuff for a little bit of time. That being said, barracks time, let's go. And I'm expecting a lot of stuff in the barracks. Actually, that's about the average. Alright. What's going on in the barracks today? We got Maryville in the barracks. Alrighty, cool. I declare I am in fine form. Perhaps only natural for a woman of my breeding. I don't like how you worded that. But she lets me in defense, I'll take it. I know it's fancy talk. I know what she means, but I don't know. There's something about using that word choice that bothers me. I don't know what it is. I don't like that. And hey, she came right back. To talk to Teach of all people. I don't see this going well. I must say, you're a reliable fighter. Why don't we join forces out there? Who is the make to say no? It's a combat genius you want? I'm your man. He hit things with the axe and he hit them good, so I can't really disagree with that. He hit them hard and he hits them good, and that's all we really need right now. Alright, who else we got? We got Frederick and Samia. Hey, how you two doing? I haven't checked on you guys in a while. I've noticed you've been working hard, trying to fulfill some lifelong dream. Well, I like to teleport you with a griffin feathers for a change. Does that count? I feel like we've heard this conversation before. I might be wrong, though. Sounds familiar anyways. And who do we got left? Ooh, guys, I haven't seen you in a while. What's this? Candy? Not candy? You found a superior lance. Alright, we'll check that out in a little bit, but it sounds nice. I mean, I can't complain, it's a free weapon. And our final person is Robin! How you doing, buddy? After all the traumatic events we've been going through today. I'm top 4 today. He is motivated to get revenge, I understand. We'll get Gangrel, don't worry. We'll get him in due time, don't worry. And for now, that'll be all of the barracks stuff we have to worry about for the time being. And now on to our next bit of stuff to be getting along with, the supports. And as you can see, like I mentioned, plenty to do. So sit down, buckle up, grab some popcorn. It's time for some supports, baby, and I mean a lot of supports. However, before I do that, my game audio is kind of loud on my end, so I'm gonna just, pardon me. You guys are gonna hear a window sound during the recording, but it's only like for 5 seconds. You guys will live. Alright, Krom and Samia. Let's check these two out.
Pardon me.
Krom, where are you? Hello? I'm right here, Samia.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. So here, I baked you a pie.
What?
Really? Well, this is a surprise. Oh, it smells amazing.
But
You've been working so hard recently, I thought you must be tired. My mother used to bake me rhubarb and fiddlehead pie, and it always perked me up. Rhubarb and fiddleheads? Oh, mutton or goat or bear? I usually prefer a bit of meat in my pies.
No.
Absolutely not. Meat is the last thing you need when your body's worn out. A steak of root heart will clear your battles and get you right as rain in no time. That's what my mother always used to say anyways, and she was always right.
Right.
Old Nurse Nan used to say the same thing when I was young. See? They can't both be wrong. Don't eat your pie while I go clean your small clothes. I see quite a pile forming on the far side of your cot there. Well, go on. Don't mind me now. Just eat your pie. Well, if you insist. God, I hate rhubarb. But if Samir thinks it'll help me feel better, I suppose I should force it down. Hey, this actually isn't bad. In fact, it's delicious. Well, that was about the best pie I've ever had. Hello, Crom, I'm back. Oh, have you finished already?
Yes.
I did, it was amazing. Usually rhubarb makes me queasy, but not this time. What's your secret?
Oh.
Oh, nothing special, just a bit of spice here and a bit of pinch of herb there. You can make something taste like anything if you know the tricks.
Really?
Well, Samia, I'm more than impressed. You're a true wizard of the kitchen.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Now then, how about a cup of elderberry tea?
No.
Hold on, you should make me a pie. So I should be making you tea. Let me boil some water here.
My love.
Oh, Crom. This is too much, really. I knew you'd love the pie. Especially since it took me 15 tries to get it right. I've been there. I'm a terrible cook myself. I've been there. I understand you, Samia. I'm terrible in the kitchen. But at least, hey, at least you got it right eventually. I can make a mean craft dinner and I can make a mean grilled cheese, and that's about it. But anyways, Crom and Lissa, surprisingly we have not had a support with them up until this time, which is honestly kind of shocking. But, hey, better late than never.
Really?
Well, that was a big one.
Huh?
Oh, Crom.
Listen.
Something in your mind, or are you just sighing for the sheer joy of it? Well, it's just, do I seem like a princess to you?
What?
How's that? I'm asking if I seem like a princess.
Right.
If you aren't, you owe us some rent for your room in the castle.
Hey.
Oh, hardy har, that's what I mean, and you know it. I'm asking if you think I live to my station. Well, I brought this on. I'm looking for myself to you and Ember, and, no, oh, no, this is a bad time to unlock the support. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, this feels terrible. What a stupid thing to say.
What?
Hey. Well, it's the truth. You're fine just how you are, Lissa. Give yourself a little credit. I'll see you later. What? Hey, don't give me a lazy answer and run away. Oh, you trip and break your nose, jerk face. Okay, that last bit may not have been the most princess-like. Chaotic time to get the support for sure. Oh, deadweight, Ember. Oh, that's a terrible time to unlock that support. I am so sorry. Anyways, moving on from that, Robin and Bake. First support, surprisingly. Alright.
Hey.
Bake, what are you up to out here?
What?
Me? Up to? Nothing. Yes, sir. Just a whole lot of nothing. Oh, look at there. Pretty flowers. You sure do love me a pretty flower, don't you? Yep, love them. All of them. Say, what's your favorite flower, Robin? Okay, now I know you're up to something.
Right.
Nope, not me. Just look at all them pretty flowers, though. Nice, ain't they?
Back off.
Liar. You're trying to see who's bathing the spring over there. The spring? There's a spring? Why? I had no idea. Don't play dumb with me, Fake. Now stop clearing and get back to camp.
Hey!
Ah, come on now. You're a man. You know how it is. Don't you ever... No, I don't. Thank the gods.
Oh, please.
Ah, little good two-shoes, ain't ya? Interrupting my fun just when... fine. I guess I'm done looking at flowers. But I don't think you can keep me... Huh? What's that?
Huh?
That's always horse, isn't it? Guys, but it's a fierce-looking brute. Do you see how it's glaring at us? It's almost as if it thinks...
What?
It's gonna charge! Run for your life! But I didn't do anything! Yeah, we probably deserve that. Fake. Oh, Fake. Yeah, I love you. That one too, Svea and Frederick. Like, this is one of our supports that's been building up for quite some time now. They're already hitting an A support, not bad. What to do?
Huh?
Hello, Frederick. Is something wrong?
Right.
Ah, Samia, yes, something is wrong. The horse escaped the padlock during the night. I managed to catch him by the bridle, but the foul beast refuses to be led back.
Oh.
Oh, is that all? Here, let me try.
Oh.
No, my lady, it's too dangerous. The brute is practically frothing at the mouth. Oh, don't be silly. Yeah, what a nice horsey. Shh, honestly, Samia won't hurt you, I promise. But if you stay out here, the wolves might get you. Let's get you back to your friends. By the nine heavens, it's moving. We'll be fine, Frederick. I'll make sure this brave guy gets back safe.
Always impressive.
You have a gift, my lady. I thought the creature would die at this very spot.
No.
Oh, we just need some encouragement is all. It's kind of like how you aid and motivate Crom. Humans and horses both need friends to lean on sometimes.
I see.
Still, you performed a great service, and I'm in your debt.
You know me.
Oh, really? It's not a big... Do not be modest, milady. I might have wrestled that beast all day without you. Yes, possibly. Except, well, the thing is... See, last night I fed the horses. And you know the latch on the gates? The one you're supposed to close? Well, there's a teensy-bintsy possibility I might have left it kind of open.
Right.
By the gods! So it was you who let this beast demon free! It's okay, I'm sure Frederick will take it well. It's okay, just move along, no conflicts. Alright, anyways, moving on to Virion, we got ourselves, oh, look at him, he's getting all the ladies, alright, he's chatting them all up.
So sorry.
Virion?
Greetings.
Ah, milady, 'tis a pleasure to be in the company of one so beautiful. Your eyes,
Darling.
charmed, I'm sure, but flattery so freely given so quickly loses its luster. If you insist on calling yourself a noble, you must take care in what you say and do. Your words and deeds reflect not only upon yourself, but all men of breeding.
Yes, yes.
Then, fair lady, you must tell me the best way to polish my noble reputation. Perhaps we can have a first lesson tonight over dinner? Just the two of us, hmm? Absolutely not. I can't be seen consorting with a rogue such as yourself.
No.
You wound me, milady. Harsh words for one whose love for you is deeper than the sea. Don't play me for a fool, cad. You've more love for that frilly shirton Marie.
My.
She wounds me yet again. What will it take to prove my sincerity, dear lady?
Well,
I can tell you this. Honey-coated words alone will not be enough.
All hail me.
Then by my deeds I shall win you, and the bards will sing of our love. Any singer who utters even a word will have a quick answer from my parasol. Honestly, these two are probably a really fun combo. I don't think I've actually seen these two support all the way, because usually I don't end up, usually by some point I end up dropping one of these two characters, onto the bench, at this point of the game, but honestly, I kind of want to see how this goes. I feel like these two would get along pretty well. Well, as well as they can get along. And now on to Virion and Panny. This one sounds like Panny's gonna freaking mess Virion up, but we'll see what happens. There is rain, but the sun still shines. Strange. It's called the sun shower, my dear lady. Quite beautiful in its own way.
Please.
That was not a question, man Spawn, and do not speak to me without cause.
My pardons.
I never thought there was a natural intrigue to civilized conversation. Ah, well, I've met many a lovely lady who built up high walls around her. And I've surmounted them all.
I smell
Perhaps I
your
will
feet.
stuff and mount you into my ward. If it is your aim to provoke me, I accept. Let us fight and be done with it. Choose your weapon.
Ah,
A
yes.
duel? How romantic! Then my weapon, sweet lady, shall be words. I'm a far better poet than I am a warrior anyway.
Right.
As you wish.
Many thanks.
Your graciousness, my dear, is without peer. Now, by all means, after you. I know of you, you lecherous worm. Your transgressions are legend. You turned trail and left vassals to die so that you might pursue mates. The very sight of you causes bile to rise in my throat. I curse your name. Perhaps I ought to have picked daggers after all.
Yes.
I've spoken. Take your turn, poet.
Very well.
Alas, I fear no words which you injure a lady. And so I met defeat and bid you farewell. Weakling. yeah, that one is better as well as I expected. I had a feeling Pan was just gonna tear Virion to shreds immediately. We'll keep tabs on him though. You never know. Maybe it'll turn out for the better. You never know. On to Lissa and Frederick. Yet another support I am surprised we're getting just now, honestly. Huh, that's odd. I could have sworn he was over here some... Aha! There you are, Frederick! Jeez, what a grumpy face.
Yes.
I fear this is the only face I have, lady. Was there something you needed?
hey.
What are you doing back here?
Well,
Expecting the contents of our armory for war damage equipment.
Oh.
Ooh, I'll help.
no.
I cannot allow that. You could cut yourself or accidentally... You
Hey.
think I'm an idiot? Honestly, Frederick.
Forgive me.
I think you're a princess whom I'm duty-bound to keep safe. Yeah, boring.
Really?
Was there something you needed from me?
Huh?
Oh no, I mean, yes, but I wanted to ask you a favor.
Right.
How may I serve you? I want you to train me like you do the others. I'm trying to struggle to keep up with everyone. I want to hold my own.
I see.
Fine idea. It would be my pleasure to assist you in your training. Though I must warn you, I am not a gentle teacher. Be certain you want this.
Right.
Oh, I am. Oh god, guys. Put a prayer for Lissa. I don't think she's gonna survive very long. Don't get me wrong, she's come a long way. She's a war cleric and everything. She's able to swing around an axe just fine now. And she can actually, look at that defense now. 11 defense, 35 HP, she can actually take a hit or two now. She's come a long way from her very beginnings, but, yeah. This might not turn out that well. And on to now we end Gregor round 2. Our final support for now, because holy crap, we've had a million supports to talk about today. Now, you have time, yes? We can speak?
Huh?
What's up, Gregs? Gregor's name is Gregor. But at least you're not calling him Gramps.
So hey,
Alright, so what is it?
Many thanks.
You remember sweater you give to Gregor? It's very fine sweater, best ever. It's helping to deflect dangerous blows in last battle. Give Gregor's peace of mind.
yes!
Oh goody, I'm glad you like it.
No.
Gregor is not exactly say he is liking it. No, I kinda thought you were.
Yes.
Well, now it makes sweater. How many skills is she using? Oh, I don't know, a few?
Huh?
Gregor not knowing this few, meaning is more than 2, yeah? Yeah, but definitely more than 2. Now Gregor knows where you get scales that come from now his own body. But this must be hurting terribly, yes? And missing scales means no armor for you. Gregor grateful you make sacrifice for him, but this is very foolhardy.
Okay.
But I just wanted to...
Stay
Since you lose armor, we make new rule. You stay close to Gregor in battle.
Thanks.
I think I can handle that. Aww. I love Gregor so much. He's not even mad or anything. He's just like, he's not even mad, and he's also compromising. Because he's like, you know what? You do something nice for me, let me return the favor. He's not mad or anything that she's putting herself in danger. Gregor's just like, okay, thank you for looking out for me, but now let me look out for you. He's such a nice guy. I love Gregor so much. I like Naui too, I should also clarify. I talk a lot about Gregor, but that's just because biasy. But I do like Naui as well. But Gregor's just, I love Gregor so much. He's such a friendly dude. I love Gregor. What a guy. And now with all of that support and barracks out of the way, it is time for us to do one final thing, and that is go ahead and check out the shops here. And this over here is something kind of interesting, because we have ourselves a Master Seal for sale. Unfortunately, though, it is quite expensive, as you can see. And even if I were to sell most of our goods, I'm not sure if I'd be able to afford it. In fact, let me go ahead and take a look here.
What can I fix you with?
If we go here to our sales here, we have actually, if I sell the energy off of Draco Shoe, I can probably go pick that up. These are very valuable items. I don't know if I want to sell them for it. Is there anything else we can sell for this? Not really, right? Like, yeah, nothing else we really have is, like, worth that much. You know what? I'll wait on that Master Seal. We'll get more down the line. It'll be fine. We'll get more money down the line as well. So it'll probably be fine. That being said, as you may have noticed in the inventory over there, I actually have ourselves a spare second seal. You may be wondering where exactly I got this from. We also got a Master Seal from last chapter as well. So if we ever want to promote a character, we can whenever we feel like it, which is pretty cool. But back to the second seal. So this second seal here, you may be wondering where exactly I got this thing from, and the answer to that is because in between chapter 9 and 10, there is actually a time where you go on to the overworld map, you don't get launched right immediately from chapter 9 into chapter 10. And during that time, I noticed in one of the shops they were actually selling a second seal, which is why I'm so broke on money now, because I went ahead and bought the second seal during the meanwhile, like during all that, like, kerfuffle. But I didn't really want to interrupt the story because, like, things were going, like, really crazy in the story. I didn't want to really have a downtime on the map screen, so I cut right from the last chapter into the next chapter. But I did buy this off screen, so I don't want to make that clarified, just so everyone's aware. And that all being said, I actually want to use the second seal immediately, and that is over here on Vake. And you may be wondering, why would I want to use it on Vake? He's level 14, he's been doing great. However, there is a main reason for that, and the main reason for that is because I actually want to use this over here on Vake and turn him into a barbarian, which may sound kind of weird, because it's also an axe fighting class and may look very, very similar. However, as you may have noticed from all the bios and whatnot, the Barbarian class is how you go over into the Berserker class, and I freaking love the Berserker class, and especially on Vake, and I would really like to give it to Vake over here and get him started on, you know, going into that class route. So with that being said, we're going to do this ASAP. And don't worry, we may be changing his class and whatnot, but he's basically going to be playing the exact same as he used to. Fast, hard-hitting, X-Fighter, who does terribly against magic, but he does a crap ton of damage, so it usually works out just fine. As you can see, he gets a brand new outfit. He looks a lot like the bandits we've been fighting all this time. And as you can see, his stats for the most part relatively stay the same. He uses a little bit of defense, but he gets plus 3 speed and a little bit more HP, which he already had a massive amount of HP. So honestly, overall, this is just a pretty nice boost in my opinion. I like this quite a bit. And he also gets a brand new skill upon becoming a barbarian, the Spoil, which is actually a pretty cool skill. The Spoil skill, if you want to take a look down here, is pretty simple. You have a chance to get a small amount of bullion whenever you KO an enemy, and its trigger is on your luck stat. And Vake only has 10% luck, so it's not going to happen super often, but it's enough to keep it in mind. It's free money if you get it after all, so you can't really complain about that. Pretty cool skill, honestly. And when it comes to the Master Seal, I was debating if I wanted to give it to somebody for a while. However, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I kind of want to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Although I won't lie, I could definitely promote Robin, or I could definitely promote Crom or whatever. I can promote somebody if I really wanted to. But I might hold on to it for a little bit longer and get our levels up just a little bit higher. Because once you promote, you basically reset your level back to level 1, as you can see here with Vake, for example. So, you lose out a little bit of levels if you promote early. It's usually not the biggest deal in the world, and oftentimes, just like, for example, with Lista's sake, like how I promoted her early to get her into an axe weapon, it's very often worth it to promote early. It's just something to keep in mind. All of that out of the way. Honestly, I'm looking at my recording timer here, and we have spent so much time, like, organizing things and whatnot after we completed, like, the last 2 chapters, because we had to do a lot of catch-up, because, you know, I didn't do any of that stuff for 2 chapters. Looking at my recording timer here, we're already at 25 minutes. Here's what I'm actually thinking we're going to do. I think we're going to call this, like, kind of a weird, like, side episode. We'll call this, like, a preparations for the finale of Part 1 chapter is what I'm kind of feeling. Or, like, episode, not chapter. I made that very confusing by calling it a chapter. So honestly, we'll just call this chapter Battle Preparations, or this episode Battle Preparations, and I think next time we'll come right back on in and get on here with this paralogue, and also move on over to the next chapter after we do the paralogue here. So a little bit of an awkward episode today, however, I feel like it was necessary because we did a ton of supports and barracks and whatnot, and at this point, I've been recording for nearly half an hour already. We haven't even gone to a chapter yet, which just goes to show you how much depth there is to this game and how much, like, there is to do outside of just playing the maps, which I quite appreciate. It's pretty cool. But that being said, hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Sorry if it was more of a filler slash talking episode, not a whole lot of action episode. But I think it was a good idea, personally. I think it was a good idea to end it off like this. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, and next time on Fire Emblem Awakening, we'll get back into the action and enter a brand new map, Paralogue 4, the Twins Hideout. And this, if this sounds familiar, being the Twins Hideout, that's because it should. You'll see more about that next time, though. See you guys then.